Hi, you guys, and welcome to another edition of Curl and Drums, or Curl and Drums Presents. I am Carolyn Oakley, oftentimes called Curlin, and this week I want to talk about natural hair. Now, I got a friend request, and I'm sorry, I am so exhausted. Um, Today's been like a really busy day for me. Um, it's had a lot going on, and so just trying to finish up the day. It's what, 11:41 at night, so it's still Wellbeing Wednesday. But I by the time I finish, it'll be darn near 1 o'clock. By the time I get it posted, so Wellbeing Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, however you want to put it. I hope you guys are well. I want to talk a little bit about natural hair. I got this request from one of my friends on Facebook. She says, "You used to do videos on hair tutorials." I was like, "Yeah, I used to." That was when I was really new to being a natural, like first 5 years new into being a natural. After that, I was like, I'm done. And, she was asking me about hairstyles in her hair and about it being coarse and these different things. And I'm going to touch on a few things this evening because, well, I think we have a tendency and not to. I had to learn this, and that's why I'm sharing it. But, excuse me, when you say your hair is coarse, and like I've been to salons even before I was natural, and a lady would say, "Oh, your hair is just so coarse, and it needs moisture." And I used to just accept it because I just thought coarse meant um, coarse was how would you say? No, it's just kind of difficult, or a little. It's hard to manage, or something like that. But when you look at all the definitions of coarse, it can mean of low quality or inferior. And I do apologize, but there's nothing on my body that's inferior or of low quality or of a common thread. That's not how I look at myself. So I think in, talking about taking care of our natural hair, we have to stop using language that makes absolutely no sense. Calling your hair coarse is not the way to fly. We just don't need to do that. Your hair has texture. It is curly. We have very curly hair. What you would call a looser curl pattern is not very curly. It has a slight curl. And then if there's no curl, then it's just straight. See where I'm going with this? And then also, you know how when you look at these charts, even if it's a race chart, if it's your hair chart, the chart always has melanated people at the bottom or at the last, always. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not, overly belligerent or any madness like that, but I just think it's important for you to look at yourself and have value to yourself. You're going to give yourself the last number on the chart and say, "This is who I am." No, because I can create all things. My genetic structure can create straight hair, it can create all different types of people. Why on earth should I um, oh, I thought my camera went off. I was like, "Oh crap, no, it didn't." Okay, it didn't. It's good. I was like, "Are you serious?" I'm so tired. You guys see my eyes, like they're just, it feels like I've been playing in like volcanic powder, just slapping it over my eyes. But that's not the case. I'm just very sleepy. Um, I had a dinner, and it just, good folks, good time, and I'm full, so I'm like, okay, I want to make the video so I can go to bed. But I just really want to talk about how we first view ourselves. Um, we, it's like, why should I call myself any type of number? We put our own selves in boxes and categories, and then we get mad when people identify those boxes and say it back to us. But if you don't accept it from the beginning, you have nothing to be upset about because you are operating in your own greatness. You don't really have time for that. So when people say, "What texture are you?" I said, "I don't know, honey. I can create them all. I have hair on my head. Amen." I don't go into, well, my texture is this, or it's. I don't bash my hair. And when it's time for wash day, I get excited. It's just like when your menses come on, and when your menses come on and you're not, and you still have cramps, and your body is like, you just ate like some kettle corn popcorn with some extra butter on it. That's not good for you anyway. But you had it, and your cramps are coming on, and all this stuff, and you're feeling like crap. And instead of you thinking of this as being a time of renewal during your menses, what you think of it is like, I can't wait for this to be over. But that's how you're able to bring life into existence, if that makes sense. So I would just suggest that we start looking at ourselves with a little bit more value. I think within the natural hair community, we've forgotten what it's supposed to be about. It's not about hair vitamins. It's not about it's not about product reviews. It's not about any of that. Those are superficial things that other people are doing to make money off of your creativity. I can tell you that many people, fashion designers and cosmetic formulators, they just watch YouTube and they'll tweak it and say, oh, this has this oil in it, and you just did a video about it 2 weeks ago. And you're like, oh, I just tried this product and they sent it to me for free. Did they really send it to you for free, or did they just watch your video and just tweak your formula? I'm just saying. And I'm not talking just from this weird natural lady that's talking right now. I'm in formulation. I've been in it since I was a child. I would get bored and I would make hair masks and things like that for the body, and bath soaks and these different things, because I just like luxurious stuff. So I would always create it because my parents didn't have a lot of money for me to go and do these different things. But with that being said, I just see that that's happening a lot, especially right now. And there's nothing wrong with helping people, but that's what it was for. It was for women that have hair that's looked at as being shameful, to embrace their hair and not to be ashamed of what other people view as shameful. Or at least that's what I thought it was about. Granted, I wasn't a part of the movement because I was before the movement, if that makes sense. I was natural 2004, 2005. So when everyone was like, Team Natural, I was like, okay. Where were you when I was like, my scalp is burning and I don't know what to do? You weren't there because you were still wearing wigs and braids and stuff, which is cool, no problem. But I just think being natural is more than just wearing your hair in its natural state. Like I mentioned in my Ustream, you have a lot of women that have long hair, but they still have body imbalances. They have disorders. They have neurological damage that has happened through chemical use. The hair is growing long, but the scalp is still damaged. And it doesn't matter how many clay packs you put on your head, it's not going to help it unless you heal the entire body, not just your head, to make your hair shiny. And it's not really, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just being frank. And I almost didn't make this video. I was just going to write it out for her and send it to her, but I thought about it because for me, going natural, it was not easy. It was painful. It was a very painful process. I had been natural before I'll tell you all a little bit about my natural journey. Originally I'm from Colorado, and shouts out to my Colorado folk. But anyway, so I was a military baby or whatever, military brat. But I wound up moving to Orlando and staying. I didn't travel and do all that. But I remember when I was really young getting relaxers. And I remember when Just For Me had the tape. Okay, y'all might have Just For Me now, and it's just for me, right? Yeah, that was me. Okay, I would listen to the tape. I'd have the gloves on. I would be helping my aunt or whoever was doing my hair, because I knew that I had these what they call in naps, and if you don't know what in naps are, we're not gonna have that conversation right now. But for those of you that do know, you know we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna keep it moving. And no, I won't be repeating myself or giving any more insight into that. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. On with the next. So here's what happened. You know, my mother knew. She used to put live in my hair, and she used to braid it up. To do my hair was really long, like, is it about here? Yeah, about here. It's very long. It'd be just flowing. It was like lovely. I was loving it. I was like, but then we moved to the South, and got the perm, and here I am, right? So, and again without the length. And I even remember in high school, I used to get ridiculed a lot for my hair. I used to get relaxers every 2 to 3 weeks. Excuse me. At least every 2 to 3 weeks, because my hair is the type of texture where it has a curl pattern, I guess, if you want to use all that type of terminology, but it just does its own thing. I can do some stuff with my hair, but honey, sometimes, like, even these mini loose mini twists that I did, they came out so cute. But I know I have to monitor these because my hair has a high lock ready percentage. If I leave my hair like this for a few weeks, chances are it might lock. Now I've braided my hair before and it stayed, so I'm pretty confident that I can wear this style for a few weeks. But as we can see, let me move here. Okay, this is edges. Okay, amen for the edges. But I can't put that in a twist, so it's gonna look instantly frizzy. And when talking about hairstyles and natural hair, you have to love what you got. Stop idolizing people that don't look like you. And even if people look like you, just idolize the religious figures in your life more so. If you're going to do that, make I don't, it never ceases to amaze me, people that have the best of everything always want more. I don't get that. You have women across the world around the world, across countries, however you want to put it, they are lining up to get African American noses and lips and proportionate figures. And you have other races of people that adore your hair, and yet you put a texturizer in it, or you prefer to look like somebody else. And that's shameful, because you post up all these "I love myself" and I'm black this and I'm a strong black woman. Well, strong melanated women, I should say, because black is a part of color code, sweetheart, and I don't necessarily call myself black. Crayola is present, but I'm not a part of that family. Amen. So women of a melanated status carry themselves a little bit differently, right? Or we're supposed to. We are women of renown. People, wherever we go, people copy us. Same thing go for our men. So why should we, right, sit here and try to be something else and not love ourselves? And natural hair has become synonymous to, oh, curls and coily. In these new hair words, it's like, look, your hair is curly. Just, you don't have to go through some oblong way to describe it. Your hair is just, it has texture and it's curly. We get caught up on, well, it doesn't have a pattern. For the woman that doesn't have hair and she's not able to grow it anymore, she doesn't care about a pattern. She cares that hair is on her head. Think about that. We're getting really petty with this. Oh, well, my texture, and for, please. And this is from someone that's been there, done that, just a little bit. So I just want to have that conversation, because we have a texture disorder in this country, and we're like, well, my texture, and it's like, hair is hair. What you should really do to benefit the collective is talk about the things that help to moisturize the hair. Different oils, aloe, these things. I mean, and it's easy, simple, basic. That's where the conversation should really go, because all texture needs varying amounts of moisture within the hair. And I just, again, I wasn't really going to go into the topic because I'm like, I really don't want to talk about natural hair because everybody's talking about it. But then I see these pills and this cream you put on your hair. It's like, and it's like, why? What's the purpose? It makes no sense. But anyway, I'm moving forward. All in all, we should really learn to accept our hair. And like I was saying, my process was very painful. I had many chemical burns from perms, many chemical burns when I first went natural, so badly that I could not let my hair air dry. It was painful. And there might be some women that can relate, and there might be very few, I don't know. But I know it was a very painful process for me to let my hair air dry. I had to blow dry, and with blow drying, it breaks it off. These different things. So I was frustrated. Found out I had a body imbalance. Hey, you might not be able to have children. Oh crap! I've got to fix this. What do? Spend thousands of dollars, go to naturopathic doctors, do these different things, take God knows how many pills just to get at a place where I can share what I know. Not only talk about hair, but to talk about health. And that's why I talk about health, wellness, and food security, because those are the things that are most important. You tell me that you have issues with your hair, and I'm going to tell you, what are you eating? Do you eat chickpeas? High source of zinc. Great for eyebrows, eyelashes, and edges. And your hair growth. Are you eating it? Maybe, maybe not. So that's kind of where I come in at. I don't have all the answers. I will never say that I do. But I'm just tired of seeing a whole bunch of mess right now when it comes to natural hair. It's, I like this, or this is this. Natural hair was never about a product haul. It never was. Because you can be a product junkie, but sweetheart, I'm a product connoisseur. I don't have time to buy every product. I know what my hair needs. And if I don't want to support somebody or whatnot, which is rarely the case, I like to try all products. But if push comes to shove, I can walk into my kitchen and fix my own stuff. That was my first business before any of this other stuff got started. So I don't need to be a product junkie and pick up everything and do a review on it. And like, that's not natural hair. That's, oh look, this is show and tell. That's show and tell. Natural hair is okay. Having conversations about what it's like working, being in a workplace with natural hair, how to, maintain your hair when you're on vacation. And I see those videos, so I watch those. I watch a lot of lifestyle stuff on YouTube. I don't watch a lot of hair videos, although the inspiration that I got for this, I did get from, I think it's Miss Tanish one and Cipriana, and I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but I thought their videos were cool, and so I will watch things like that. But I'm not going to sit there like, oh, this is this new product that I got and it was like $4. Put it down. Because you can buy all the products you want, but it's not going to give you enough slip and slick to make your hair look like it's bouncy and curly. Just love what you have. I did these. Okay, so these are my little mini, I guess you can call them mini, my mini twisty things. My mini twist. What are they called? Oh crap. This one always wants to stick up. Don't you hate that one that just always wants to stick up? Crap. Oh well. These are the mini loose twists. But I watched, I think it was Cipriana's video, and it was so loose, and I said, honey, there's no way. Okay, there's for lock ready here. No, I can't do that. I do that to my hair, it's a no-go. Okay, my hair would be matted. Me and Bob Marley would be jamming for real, because I don't even know if I would be able to take it out. And that's why I would get so frustrated with my hair, because when I went natural, and I would watch videos and say, well, when you do your 2-strand twist, make sure you twist them really tight. And you know, when you're following someone's tutorial, you follow the instructions exactly because you want it to be perfect. But the thing about it is, perhaps your texture, or perhaps just your hair overall, is not overly receptive to that style. And that's why I don't even bother with traditional 2-strand twists, because it's a waste of time for me. My hair will lock up in a week and a half. There is no 4 to 8 weeks for me. 2 weeks, maybe, if I am like super duper like spick and span with it. But I'm not going 3 and 4 weeks unless I want locks. Amen. You know, that's it. It's just gonna be what it's going to be. Um, it is, and so I had to just stop understanding and learning, you know, these different ways to tend to my hair. And you know, I also talk about the this style. I love this style. Now, as you can see, I've already got frizz. Now, I could have put Echo Styler and this lock twist and that and this and that on my hair. Let me tell you something. 2 days later, it'll look like this. I will say I could have, because I did this on, majority of it was fairly dry, because I finished washing my hair and I got tired. So I got really sleepy, so I wrapped it up and, you know, tried to hang on for dear life. And yeah, I woke up and then I started braiding and then doing the twisting. Um, I wouldn't recommend that. I would say if your hair is 60 to 70% dry, that would probably be the best way to do this style, and then your hair probably won't have as much frizz. Me, I'm just like, look, this is what I got. It's not a big deal for me. I'm not going to have a cow over the way that my hair looks. I like it. I can do bantu knots with this. I can do flat twists with it, and it gives it a little bit of a nice crinkle if I want it. If I don't, it still does something cute. So I just operate in knowing that it, you know, it looks nice. Um, but there's another issue I want to talk about, and that's the psychology of natural hair. And what I mean, okay, so going back to the original premise, 22 minutes into this video, sorry, I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I'm just like, we just kind of gotta do a shift here, you guys, because this is getting weird. It's like, I don't need hair vitamins. That's what food's for. Are you eating chickpeas? You know, it's like, I'm sorry. Just, and I'm on this fresh food challenge, doing this vegan thing, so chickpeas are like my life source right now. Love chickpeas. I actually have falafel with lentil soup, so which is why I'm so full. Um, but truly, so hairstyle options, psychology of hair. When I first went natural, I would do twist outs, and I'm like, oh, the twist out looks cute. It lasted for a day. I pineapples need to be in smoothies. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not pineappling nothing. Okay? No. That may work for you. Pineapples for me, like, and pineapples is like you put all your hair up and it helps with something. It's uncomfortable, and you know, and I think about the ancient times. Now, granted, they did have wigs in the ancient times, but am I really gonna run around with my head in the morning with a pineapple, my hair wrapped up? Honey, I'm going to bed. I'm not doing that. I'm so sorry. And no, pineapples don't work for me, and that's cool. But they just don't. I've learned that. And another thing, shea butter. Everyone's like, shea butter is awesome. I love it for my skin. My hair is like reenactment, right? Shea butter. This is my hair speaking, okay? So you keep putting this stuff on here, and it's okay, but we already know it's going to take a long time to get it absorbed, and it's not going to really, there's other oils you could use that are more effective. Why do I say this? Because just because someone else likes it doesn't mean it's for you. I love shea butter. Now they have another brand of shea butter, another variety, if you will, that's a little bit more popular in, I think it's Uganda. So I might try that one day, but I'm not rushing to the store to go get it. I've been there, done that, got a T-shirt and gave it back. I said, look, shea butter is for the body, it's for the skin. It's not for, it's for hair, for people that can take it. Me, my hair, it just doesn't respond well to it, and that's okay. You have to find what works best for you. So when I was thinking of the styles to recommend for my friend on Facebook, the first style I came across was, my Bantu knots. I love them. Those are my babies. And I'll probably do a video about how I do them. And there's so many tutorials out there. But I think I'll do one because she did request it. And one on flat twisting. Now, I don't even know if I do flat twisting right, but I do it my way. And it works for me. And it's simple because I'm, like I've mentioned countless times, I'm not very good at styling my hair. So I try my best, but I know that styling is something that takes me a little bit of time. It's a learning curve for me, even now, almost 10 years natural. And another thing we do is because I say 10 years, you're like, well, your hair is not flowing down your back. You're right. It's not flowing down my back. And there's a good reason why. When you have health issues, how you know someone has a serious health issue is by their hair, their skin, and their nails. If you've got to go and put Sally whoever on your hands because your nails keep cracking, there's a vitamin deficiency in the body that you need to address. It's that simple. When your hair doesn't grow and it's not healthy and it's not manageable, that comes from a vitamin deficiency, as do all diseases and disorders. So it's that whole dynamic. But we get length happy too. I want waist length. I want, like, this is not McDonald's and this is not Burger King. You have to put in the work for that. When I went natural, I put in the work, but I had so many health issues, it made me feel terrible that my hair it felt like it would stop growing or it would start to come out. And not because I was just uberly stressed out. It was, and I said uberly, but uberly stressed out, but it was just more of the fact that I was trying to figure out what was going on with my body, and I had to get everything right. And it took a lot of time and a lot of money, a lot of blue-green algae and cinnamon bark and all these different things, these different alternative therapies. And during that process, I saw friends that were natural and for 2 years, and their hair was flowing down their back, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hair. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to be rude, but I just need to go, because in my mind, I'm thinking no one wants to hear your long hair story right now, because some women have really been through a very traumatic experience with their hair when it was relaxed, and now that it's natural, because they didn't luck up and get a looser texture of hair. They got that slave stuff, if we're going to be real. I've had people walk up to me and say, you know what, your skin is beautiful, but honey, what about that hair? I said, oh, the Lord made it. He made it, and I love it. Yes, you get that. Some of this stuff is, and it's not easy, because, and that's why people are so pressured to do these different things to their hair, to conform, to feel normal, but you don't feel normal because you got to take the thing off. So you might as well love what you got. I thought that was a part of what being natural was about, is not wearing anything to hide your hair, to wear it, maintain it, and care for it, no matter what anyone thinks. Or maybe I just didn't get the memo. I don't know, but that's what I thought it was for. Again, I did it because I was like, look, something's got to change. I went natural because I had no money in college to pay $85 to get my hair relaxed. That, and I wanted to see what my hair looked like in 2004, 2005. Because that's when I was still modeling. So, yeah. And even in my modeling pictures, it was like I had my little edges, my new growth and my edges, like in little twisties. I was trying, but Lord have mercy, it was such a painful process. But we get length happy a lot of the times. We want that length, but we don't want to put in the extra work for the length. So, and I don't mean for this video to be too long, but I'm trying to see what I was talking about. Okay, psychology of hair. So, like I was saying, I could recommend Bantu knots and flat twists. Both of those I love. I Bantu knot. I used to call them Cantu, and not named after the cream, although I kind of did that for a second because I didn't know what they were. But I called them Cantu knots because I couldn't do them. Like, I think people think I'm lying when I say I have like a styling challenge. It's hard sometimes to style your hair, especially when you have a lot of it. And I have very thick, dense hair. And because of that, it's just like you've got the city, you've got the suburban areas, you've got, you know, you've got the woods, and then you've got the deep country. You've got, different little areas here. And like right here, it's just like it's the never-ending story as it relates to my hair. It takes such a long time to do, and it's okay. It's not a problem, but it does take a while. But I notice with the psychology of hair, when it's like your hair everything has energy, but when you do a hairstyle, right, your and it's only gonna last a day. It's like your hands instantly hurt. I don't know if anyone's ever been through this, but I have, where I know I can try to do something, and yeah, I'll go through something, and like let's say a twist out, a nice textured twist out, and I take medium size parts or whatever, and I'm twisting and I'm making sure it's all cute and crinkled and this and that, and I'm doing this and this and this, and so I'm twisting, and I'm twisting, and this is just one out of all of this, and instantly my hands get tired because I know I gotta do this for my entire head. So, but when you do a style and it's going to last for 2 to 4 weeks, possibly longer, you get excited. You get excited about doing your hair because you're like, it's going to last. It's going to work. So, this is why I like the loose twist. The loose twist, and I did them like mini twists. I guess you could call these mini. I don't know, but I did them like mini twists or mini box braids at the root of my hair, because the young ladies that I saw that were doing the tutorials, they have longer hair, so they can make their parts bigger. My hair is not that length. My hair might be a similar texture, but it's different than theirs. And I say texture, I don't mean it in a bad way. I just but they have a hair type that's different from mine. So I have to look at what's best for me. Now, as we can see, I didn't actually get a comb and make the parts. You could probably do that. I didn't. I was watching movies on my computer, so I said, look, we're going to make this work. And I just, took one and I braided, and I'm going to undo this one because this poor baby here. Yeah, this one. And you see all of this? Like this, I can't put this into a twist or a braid. I can't do it. So because of the fact I can't do it, I just have to just make it work. But here we go. And I hope this video was not that long. Oh my gosh, it's at 30 minutes. I need my behind beat because it shouldn't have taken me this long. But I do apologize if there's a need to apologize. I just feel like we've kind of fell off the bandwagon for a little bit. Natural hair was supposed to be about helping people. I don't want to see what you bought from the store. Like, how does that help me? How does that help me? Like, oh, okay, your pantsuit is cute, but that doesn't help me. I don't need to see your new earrings. How does that help me? Give me a smoothie recipe or something. Show me how to, do an effective hot oil treatment, if those were even effective. So, I mean, have those type of conversations. That's what the focus is supposed to be about. And so as we can see, I just took this down, which was actually really simple. 4 weeks from now, we'll see if it lasts that long. I'm hoping it will. We'll see. But what I did was, so I have this section here, my hair, little follicles. And so this is my hair, and it's glamorous, right? I love my hair. It's just a lot of it. Let me put this up so you can see. And I might put like the actual time on this video where you can actually see the tutorial versus hearing me chat, because I can go for a little bit. That's what radio does. It makes you just want to chat forever. But let me see. Okay, so here we go. And yeah, I have a story about my edges. It was real, so one of these days I'll share it. But okay, so we're here, and again, so I take one, and I'm trying to see if there's a certain way I can do this. Okay, I'm hoping I'm getting this on camera. Let me see. Okay, so then I start my braid, right? Just, cute little nice braid. And I try to get the edges or what I can get, but I'm not pulling for dear life, because they're fragile, they're fragile, right? Amen. So I'm starting to braid and braid, and you're gonna see one side is actually a lot thinner than the other two. There's a reason for that. And honestly, sometimes that's how you braid. Some people have hair where they're fortunate to have both sides look really, all three sides are very equal, but some people, they still have like this. I can work with that. But what I'm going to do is this. Now you see here where it's 1, 2, the uberly thin, and then 3. What I'm going to do is take the one that's the one that's right next to it and combine it. So now it's 2, right? It's 2, and then let me bring that here. And then I'm going to start twisting. Now I don't loose. These twists are not loose. They're not incredibly loose, because my hair won't tolerate that. It has to be a tighter. It's a tight twist, but it's going straight down. A lot of people say, oh, you just, and not in the 2 videos that I made mention of with Miss Tanish one and Cipriana, not in their videos, but in other videos I've seen where you just twist it and you just leave it. No, my hair unravels, so I can't do that. Especially, number one, my hair doesn't have the same length. It's not the same length as theirs, so I can't do that same. I have to modify the steps. So in order to do that, I'm going here, and now let me show you something. So you see where we're at, right? Now let's say I started to twist this way. You see what's happening? This is starting to break apart, and as I twist, I think I got it the right way. Yeah, as I start to twist, hold on, make sure. No, let me go back the other way. I think it was the other way. Yeah, let me see. Because there's a certain way, like as you want to make sure that it's a fairly smooth transition. If you're going against, if it feels like you're going against the grain of this twist, chances are when you finish twisting, you'll have like a bulge in the center of the twist, and that'll actually be the telling point of where your twist, where your braid becomes the twist, and it will unravel a lot quicker. So as you can see here, instead of twisting, I think it would be counterclockwise. I'm twisting. No, I think or clockwise. I'm twisting counterclockwise. Lord help me, and I probably got that wrong. Sorry, but so I'm just twisting all the way down here. Okay, and then, but I'm twisting like straight down, and so it's fairly tight, but it's not close knit, it's loose. So then, now it's finished, and yeah, so now it's added. to back into the fold, and then it'll grow out and I'll have more movement with it. But this is a style that I really like, and these kind of remind me of fake twists. You remember when like the African twist came out, and a lot of people started getting those for transition and just for style and things of that sort. And you would see someone that had twists, but they were braided at the root. You're like, oh, they got fake twists. So these are kind of like mini fake twists for me, because they're not like the authentic ones or the ones that you got when you had weave or whatnot. So they're a little bit modified, which I think is really cool, because I like how, my people, we can go back and pick up something that maybe didn't work the first time and kind of flip it and make it into something really unique. So that's really all I have to say about this. And I'm not really saying it to be rude or to cause a stir. I don't know. It's like it doesn't make any sense. Well, natural hair should just be about being healthy. You don't have to take a vitamin. You don't have to use a whole boatload of products. Be a product connoisseur. Like, seriously. When you're a connoisseur, you don't have to run around and pick up everything just because it has organic and shea butter in it. Like, put it down. Because there's probably a bill you need to pay, and you're not paying it. So, and I'm not being stereotypical, and I'm not being rude. It's just the truth. Sometimes we buy stuff we don't even need. Okay. And to be real, I have outfits right now that I bought that I have not worn, and the season has already passed for me to wear them because it's starting to get cool. And if I wore those outside, people look at me like I've lost my mind. I have two dresses and like a skirt and like a cute top that I've not worn yet. So for all the things that I say, I talk to myself as well, because sometimes you buy stuff because you like it, but you never get around to using it. So pick your basics and work from there, and learn to appreciate your hair, because there are many people that have to wear wigs or their hair is falling out and they don't know what to do, and then the stress of not knowing what to do complicates what hair growth they would have. So be grateful for what you have. It may not always be easy. It might not always it might not be flowy and silky, but you know what? It's what you got. And I've come to learn that my hair is a reflection of me, because I can just do my own thing and not care what anybody has to say. And oddly enough, that's how my hair is. So, I'm just speaking for myself, not for anyone as far as a collective. But I hope that this was useful. I do apologize that it took me forever and a decade to get to it. But I think in having a conversation about natural hair, we have to stop looking at it as my hair. No, because your hair is cute, but what does your mind look like? Your hair could be really pretty, but then your mind is still crunching much. So how do you really, how does that work? You still can't organize the closet that you've had for about 10 years, and it's got every shred of paper that you've hidden away because you want to look like you're clear and you're flowing and you're focused, but your mind is cluttered because your house is cluttered. What about that? I'm just saying. So this is really all that I have to say. Again, I hope this was helpful. It was a simple tutorial. I could have probably done the tutorial in 5 minutes, but I wanted to add commentary because sometimes it's just needed. And everyone's talking about what it means to be natural, and this Caucasian woman and what she said, and how people feel. I said, look, okay, texture discrimination, if we're going to call it that, is real. It's very real. But if you know you were divinely made, why do you even care what someone has to say about you? If you know that you are the standard, why do you wait for someone else to co-sign your greatness? Nobody should have to co-sign your greatness. When I walk in the door, I'm not asking for somebody, oh, here, by the way, here's the greatness contract. Can you No, I'm not doing that. Because I walk in the door, you know what you get with me. I'm honest, I'm very sincere, I'm a kind woman. I'm not nice because that borderline stupidity. I'm very kind. So if you can't comprehend that because you're so focused on hair, then perhaps you're not the brightest crayon in the box. I'm talking about those people that speak against you, not of people that have a focus on hair, because it's a very sensitive topic. Our hair is beautiful. We are beautiful. And it's like, well, who's natural? Women in the Caribbean? I said, look, the people in the Caribbean, the boat stopped first. It's not complicated. They got off first. Other people got off, in America and these different areas in Brazil and all these places. The boat just had different stops. The same rape, torture, conditioning happened across the world. So going natural should be about getting rid of that conditioning, getting rid of that particular conditioner, okay? That's what it should be about. Focusing on who we are just naturally, without chemicals, without all these different things. And that's really all that I have to say. But I just want to stress the point of, if you're already the standard, you don't have to go and ask anyone if you're the standard. Just walk and know that you're the standard. Because more plastic surgery companies are getting business because women want to look like us. And we're not all that wrapped up. I mean, some women are wrapped up in their figures, but for the most part, we're just going to the grocery store. Oh my God, I love your figure. I love your headscarf. I love your earrings. I love your hair. I love your nose. Oh my gosh. Like, you love everything, but you don't want to be me. So, I could go on and on with this, but we're going to stop it, because there's no sense in being a dead horse. But I definitely want to say, that comments are appreciated. Classy criticisms are also appreciated. I believe iron sharpens iron. And if you're not going to keep it classy, then don't waste your time responding. Because I won't waste my time responding. I'm a busy woman. I have things to do. But I will say, thank you for watching all 40 minutes and change. I knew I should have went to school to be a lawyer. But anyway, parents said, you love to talk. I said, I know. But, I hope you guys learned something. This little hairstyle is really awesome. I love it. So, the little fake twisties, these are cute. So, I hope it works. 2-3 weeks in, we'll see where I'm at. Keep the fingers crossed, right? So, hope you all have a beautiful evening. It's already 12:30, so by the time I get this uploaded, my God, it's nearly an hour. I don't know what time it's going to be, so I might actually wait until the morning to post this and just apologize, because I'm like, look, Carolyn's tired. The lentils are calling my name. But I hope you guys have a good night, and many blessings.